Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are studying Mandukya Upanishad. And the first chapter is Agama Prakarana. The second chapter is Vaitatya Prakarana. The third chapter is the Advaita Prakarana. And fourth chapter is Alatma Shanti Prakarana. Actually, this Upanishad is only 12 mantras. And on these 12 mantras, Bhagwan Shankaracharya has written commentary, and Gaudapadacharya, who was the guru of his guru. Guru of Govindapadacharya was Gaudapadacharya. And he has written commentary in the form of Karika. So, Bhagwan Shankaracharya has taken both the original Upanishad with 12 mantras to comment upon, and also the remaining 3 chapters, which are only the Karika attributed to Gaudapadacharya. In this Agam Prakaranam that we are studying, we have seen that we are having analysis of our experiences. See, this is the beauty of this Upanishad. And like yesterday I told you, there are so many names to the same. Vishnu Sahasranam, 1,000 names for Vishnu. Because of so many names, he has not become many. He is only one. In the same manner, at individual level and at totality level, it is one and the same. So what is referred as the Virata, the gross manifest world, and what is referred as the individuality in this gross world, they are one and the same. They are not separate. Because the gross world, total world is at a causal level, and we are at the effect level. Therefore, all the 5 great elements of this gross world is made. The same elements have gone in forming us. In this manner, we have to change our thinking process. Therefore, what is done in this mantra so far we have done is sometimes he is referring to Vaishvanara, the totality. Sometimes he is referring to Virata, the individuality. So the question comes, sometimes you are telling Tejasa, sometimes you are telling Hiranyagarbha, sometimes you are telling Anandamaya Kosha, Pradnya, sometimes you are telling Ishvara. Why the difference? There is no difference. See, therefore, our analysis is regarding our own experiences. So the first experience is based on our body identification. Therefore, it is called a pada. Pada means the step. So when we are going at higher level, we have to go step by step. Something wrong with somewhere. So, I don't know whether it's because of the AC. So, first step is this. Recognize we are living as body in the waking world. But this is not all. Then we go to the second step. We are living as the subtle body or jiva is the second step. Then the third step. When we discard the body identification, we discard the identification with the mind or the subtle body, still we continue to exist. That is the third step. In short, our experiences are spread over waking, dream, and deep sleep, and the corresponding names given to them is the waker, the Vishwa, the dreamer, the Tejasa, and the deep sleeper, the Pradnya. Now the question comes. The son, the husband, the father. Three. How they are three? Because the same man, Chaturtha, Turiya, man is Turiya. With reference to the father, the same man is called as the son. With reference to the wife, the same man is called as the husband. And with reference to his child, the same man is called as the father. Has he become father? Has he become husband? Has he become a son as individual entities? No. The man continues to be one. See, exactly the same way. This is the beauty of this Upanishad. Therefore, we have come in the sixth mantra. Esha sarveshwara, esha sarvajnaha, esha antaryami, esha yoni sarvasya prabhavapyavehi bhutanam. So here esha is referring to the causal body or the anandamaya kosha at the individual level and Ishvara at the total level. See, now one more deep understanding. Our body-wise experiences are different from each other. My waking world is different, your waking world is different. Then my dream world is different, your dream world is different. But our deep sleep experience is common. See? So in deep sleep, we are all one. And from there only, the various bodies come out. When? When identification with the body, waker is born. When identification with the mind, dreamer is born. When identification with the father, the son is born. When identification with the wife, the husband is born. Identification with the son, the father is born. Get this clear. So what should be the spiritual practice? No, this much, that we all have to play different roles in our life. But we take the son, the father, and the husband to be real. They cannot be changed. They cannot be improved. You cannot do anything for them. But the whole trouble is the husband wants to improve the wife. Impossible undertaking. Where Rama has failed. See? Bhagwan Ram told Sita ji, there is nothing like golden deer. You always see like that. Whenever I say, Bapa, namat. And whole Ramayana has happened. Then what should be done? Go through without complaining, living at zero complaint level. Our Maha Mantra. Therefore, Esha Sarveshwaraha. Esha, Prajna with reference to individuality, and Ishvara when we are referring to totality. Esha Sarveshwaraha. He is the ultimate boss, creator of this world. Sarveshwara. Because from the deep sleep alone, first the notion of our awareness comes, I am. Then identification with the body. Then where I am, when I am, time, space, and object are superimposed. And thereafter, then I become a man, woman, then I become a husband, wife, then I become rich, poor, and slowly, slowly, out of that deep sleep, prajna, like a sprout, brings out the huge tree. In the same manner, the whole tree of the waker and his world comes out. And there he gets tired because of collecting too many impressions on the mind. Yesterday I told you, there are two types of interactions in the world. One type of interaction is such which does not allow any impressions to be formed on the mind. Like you listening to me. While listening to Satsanga Aham Brahmasmi, afterward the same thing. Where my slipper has gone? This Brahman slipper के लिए रो रहा है. See how simple it is. So some interactions are such which do not create any impression on the mind. Some interactions are such which create not impression, dents on the mind. And those dents are carried in the dream. So outer world is not required. We start creating our own because of those impressions on the mind. That becomes the second stage, the dreamer. See, in this manner, Esha Sarveshwaraha, from the Anandamaya Kosha, the Prajna, the deep sleeper, or the Ishvara, the whole world comes. Esha Sarveshwaraha, Esha Sarvajnaha. And he knows everything. See, it is something like gold knows all the ornaments. It is something like this. The ocean knows all the waves. See, we know everything. How to digest, how to run the blood circulation, how to repair the... It's known. Nobody tells us. It's already known. Esha Sarvajnaha. And then Esha Antaryami. And he is the inner controller. See? Esha Yoni Sarvasya. And from this Prajna or the Anandamaya Kosha, the whole world comes out. Esha Yoni Sarvasya Prabhavapyayohi Bhutanam. And both, it comes out of this Prajna and everything goes back to him. Comes out, goes back to him. Like a child eating bubble gum. Brings out, goes back. Brings out, goes back. In this manner, this Prajna at the individual level and the Ishvara at the total level is one and the same. They are not two. If you catch this point clearly, many of your doubts and questions will be sorted out. See, when we are not awake or when we are not dreaming, where is the world and where are we? Where the waker goes in the dream, where the dreamer goes in the deep sleep, where the reflection goes when the mirror is removed, and when the mirror is put, where from the reflection comes? Think. Reflection is an entry of the object without entrance. In the same manner, out of a man, a husband, brother, father, sister is born. Where are they? And who is miserable? These non-existing appearances. They are miserable. The whole life goes only in that. Therefore, Karnataka, whatever role we have to play, play your role perfectly well. But don't carry the burden of that role that you are playing everywhere. So, Prabhava Payohi Bhutanam. This is the Prajna. Now, hereafter, Gaudapadacharya ji has added his commentary in the form of Karika. Bahishpradnya vibhur vishvaha yanta prajnastu taijasa ghana prajnasthatha prajnaha eka eva tridha smritaha. Eka eva tridha smritaha. The one is referred in three ways. Bahishpradnya vibhu vishvaha. See? Vishwa at the individual level, Vaishvanara totality level, Virat Purusha. So, Vibhur Vishwaha Bahishpradnyaha. We are, as a waker, extrovert, and we need external objects and the sense organs to generate an experience. Bahishpradnya, extrovert. Then, second is Antapradnyastu Taijasaha. Taijasa, the dreamer. The dreamer doesn't require any external object, doesn't require sense organs. He creates on his own. Wherefrom? They are already imprinted on the mind in the form of impressions. Yesterday, if you remember, I told you, but we did not do the experiment. Today, you do the experiment. Remember, I told you in UK one experience of mine. Now, you just look at any light for some time, and after you look at it, then close your eyes, then open your eyes, close your eyes, and then we will analyze your experience. Look at that light, very bright light, for quite some time. Now, after you have looked, now close your eyes. That square light is still seen by us. Open your eyes. This world is seen. Close your eyes. Again, that bright light is seen. Open your eyes. Bright light disappears. This world is seen. So, I am illuminating both. With the closed eyes, the dream experiences. That time I am called as a dreamer. With open eyes, I am seeing this world. I am called as a waker. Have I become two? So, I alone, because of the identification with the faculties, I have become a waker. And because of identification with the modifications of the mind, I have become a dreamer. But I have never become two. And the third step is Ghana Prajna Tatha Prajnaha. And in the deep sleep, Ghana Prajna, both the operations of the sense organs and the gross body, operation of the mind and its functioning is closed. Like the whole town is buried under the darkness. Ghana Prajna. We see only homogeneous darkness. Differences are not seen. Be attentive. But differences are inherent. See, friends. Therefore, anta prajnas, ghana prajnas tatha ekaha, eka eva tridha smritaha. Now, if you work on this again and again, that is nididhyasanam. When we listen to something again and again, we become indifferent. We know that. Like many people are professional listeners, thousands of them. So when asked want to tell something, they already know it. I mean, मालूम है. अरे यार, you should experience that. See? Therefore, the appearance of the multiplicity is not the truth. But that which is supporting this multiplicity is the truth. Continuing further. Now this waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, where are they? Now here the example is given. Dakshinakshi mukhe vishvaha manasas antastu taijasaha akashe cha vradi pradnyaha tridha dehe vyavastitaha. Now these three fellows, the son, the husband and the father, where are they? In front of the father, he is the son. In front of the wife, he is the husband. In front of the son, he is the father. Where are they? Here it is said, Vishwa Dakshinakshe Mukhe Vishwa. Dakshinaksha, the right eye. This comes in Upanishad. In the waking experience, we are living in our right eye. They call it 6/6. What is meant is, the implied meaning, in the waking state, we are functioning through our sense organs and coming in contact with the gross world. Waker is therefore the one who is identified with the body, functioning through the sense organs and organs of action. That personality is called as waker. And when this is discarded, disidentified, nothing is lost. When I am seeing you with my eyes, I have not gained anything. When I don't look at you or you all disappear, I don't lose anything. Thumb rule, the Prakashak is not influenced by what is illuminated. This pure knowledge is what is meant here. Dakshinakshi mukhe vishwaha manase antastu tejasaha. And who is the Tejas? The dreamer. Dreamer is identified with the mind. So the same reality is identified with the mind and a dreamer is born. See, when there are good experiences or bad experiences, we get identified with those experiences and a personality is born. I am lucky, I am unlucky, I am miserable, I am happy. Where are they? Identification with the mind and the modifications of the mind. And the third one, Akashecha Hrudi Pradnya. Pradnya, the deep sleeper, is in the Hridaya Akasha, in the heart space. See? So these are the three loci, locations, where the waker, dreamer, and the deep sleeper are abiding. So if we want to understand further and practice, what should be the practice? To get rid of the waker, we have to conquer our involvement in the waking world. We get lost on two fronts: possessions and relations. These two fronts destroy us. If we look within our own life, what we have been doing is working only on these two fronts: more and more possessions, more and more relations. And all of us are miserable, never because of the enemies. We are miserable because of our nears and dears. See, friends, Arjun was not miserable because of the war. He was miserable because how can I kill my guru? How can I kill my grandfather? They are ready to kill you, but you don't want to kill. See, friends, this knowledge will definitely, if it is properly practiced, will lead to dispassion. Dispassion is not becoming Babaji. Dispassion is you function in this world, Karnataka. Don't get influenced by any of these interactions. Now, after having said this, Gaudapadacharya Maharaj writes in the next Karika, third one, Vishwo hi stula bhuk nityam tejasa pravivikta bhuk ananda bhuk tatha pradnya trida bhogam nibodhata sthulam tarpayate vishwam praviviktam tu tejasam anandascha tatha pradnyam tridham triptim nibodhata. Vishwo hi sthulam bhuk nityam. The waker is always experiencing the gross world. Tejasa pravivikta bhuk. The dreamer is experiencing only the dream imaginations and images. Ananda bhuk tatha pradnyaha. And the deep sleeper pradnya is experiencing the joy of effortlessness. In the waking and in the dream, there are efforts, ayas, there are efforts. And when there are no efforts, that is happiness. And when there is happiness, there is noise. And that noise is called snoring. Why we can't snore when we are awake? Because we are not happy. See? Therefore, all the spiritual practices, be happy, man. Don't find out a reason to be happy. Be unreasonably happy. Analyze your own experience in deep sleep. Because of what we are happy? Because we get something. Because we found something. No. Yesterday I told you this example. The real joy is in renunciation and not in possession. Any person, suppose he is a addict to smoking, etc., many years, and when he gives up the smoking, you see how proud he is. I have given up smoking. I don't take now. But earlier you were smoking for years together. That was also giving you happiness. Now you are given up smoking. That gives you happiness. Compare these two happinesses. Earlier happiness was dependent. Dependency cannot be happiness. Independence is happiness. Sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvam atmavasham sukham. Etad vidyat samasena lakshanam sukha dukkhayo. See, friends, in deep sleep, we are not dependent on the things around. In deep sleep, we are not dependent on the emotions. Somebody loves, somebody is missing you. None of them. That is the Vishwam Sthula Bhuk, Taijasaha Pravivikta Bhuk, Ananda Bhuk Tatha Pradnya, Tridha Bhogam Nibodhada. So for these three categories, there are three types of experiences, and Sthulam Tarpayate Vishwam. So the waker is fulfilled by enjoying the gross world. The dreamer is enjoying by going through the experiences at the mind level, thought level, and Ananda Chatata Pradnyam. And Pradnya, the deep sleeper, is enjoying the bliss of nothingness. See? One more technique, try. That which supports the absence is the ultimate presence. So make absence of anything as your object of contemplation. Now, what are the objects you can take? There are only two: name and the form. Nama Rupatmak Jagat. So make absence of either name or form. Suppose we want to make the absence of name. Name is sound. So absence of sound. Make silence as the object of your knowledge. Now, one step further. Do not talk to yourself. Sounds are produced in two ways. We produce sounds, and the sounds come from outside. Try to talk to yourself without using words. You cannot. So stop talking to yourself and listen to silence. Listen to silence means what? Be indifferent to sounds. Anandascha tatha pradnyam tridha truptim nibodhata. The contentment is of three types. First contentment is when you indulge, that is bhoga pradhan. Second is at the mind level, you go on imagining khayali pulao. And the real contentment is when you want nothing. You are supporting absence of everything. But you can never experience your own absence. See, Maharaj. Therefore, sthulam tarpayate vishwam praviviktam tu taijasam anandascha tatha pradnyam tridha truptim nibodhata. Therefore, after having told this, now we have to practice it. Trishu dhamasu yad bhojyam bhokta yascha prakirtitaha vedai tad ubhayam yastu sabhunjano na lipyate. Now, he who comes to know this, the bhojya, the world of experience, and the experiencer, they are one and the same. See, they are not different. In the gross world, we see the gross object. In the dream, we are seeing the impressions of the gross world. See, like here only I had given one example many years before. There was one child, he asked me this question. Swamiji, do you dream? I said, yes, I dream. I also dream. I said, what do you dream? Once I dreamed and my father gave me a hard one. What happened? I got up in the morning and I was crying. So he asked, why are you crying early in the morning like your mother? So I told him, Dad, I dreamed that I failed in the examination. Therefore, I am crying. So the father became angry. Even in the dream, you cannot pass. How will you pass in real life? See? Okay, then what do you dream? He asked me. I said, I dream only one thing. I am giving lecture and people are sleeping. Only dream. Because this impression, not one, thousands and thousands of times, I am having this experience. See? And now this experience is so deeply engraved on the mind. And suppose I see something else. The monkey charmer is playing monkeys game. See? What is that name? Kalavati, will you marry with this? And that game is going on, and then you come, finish your lecture, go back. Now, two impressions. See? Then my dream gets modified. Gangaram is giving the lecture, and Kalavatis are listening. Those impressions were on the mind. Be very attentive. Actually, you are not seeing me, nor I am seeing you. Only these impressions which are formed on your retina, they are caught by the mind. What we really experience is only the images, not the actual object. If images cannot be formed, no knowledge can take place. As I am sitting here, suppose there is absolute darkness around me or on me. You can't see me. Or there may be light, but if you close your eyes, no image is formed, you can't see me. So all our experiences are necessarily only imageries, not real. See? Therefore, here the teacher says, Trishu dhamasu yad bhogyam. In all the three experiences, the waking, dream, and deep sleep, bhojya, the experienced, and of the waker, experienced of the dreamer, and experience in the deep sleep. All the three objects. Now, what are the three objects? Gross experiences are of the object which are gross contacted through the sense organs. In the dream, the impressions are of the same objects only at the level of the mind. And in deep sleep, absence of the two. So all three objects, two are in the form of something present, and the third is in the form of the absence of the earlier two. Deep sleep is an experience of absence of waking and dream. Absence is not an object. Absence of what? So what was earlier? Earlier waking and dream. So absence of waking and dream is deep sleep. And therefore, the bhojya, the world of experience, is the same. They are not different. One is gross, second is impression, third is absence. So, Trishu Dhamasu yad bhojam bhokta yascha prakirtita. And similarly, the bhokta, the experiencer of the waking as a waker, the experience of the dream as a dreamer, Taijasa, and the experiencer of the deep sleep, the Prajna, all three are one and the same. Because these are the three conditionings. When the conditioning is that of the gross body identification, he is called as waker. Conditioning is modification of the mind, he is called as dreamer. Conditioning is absence of the two, he is called as Prajna, the deep sleeper. So he is one and the same. See, friends. He who knows this, Vedai etad ubhayam yastu, sa bhunjano na lipyate. He who knows this, he is not influenced by any experiences and he doesn't carry the burden of sin or merit on his head. To make it very simple, Karnataka. When on that stage a person comes as a terrorist and pumps bullets in the other person and the other person dies and the curtain falls, both of them get up, chalo chai pite. Nothing has happened. See, in the same manner, when we are living in this world, Karnataka, don't get involved with anything or anybody beyond limits. And this can happen only through wisdom. What we say, we are attached to somebody or something, is a solid bluff. We are not attached even to our own body. If we are attached to our body, we will never go to sleep. We give up the attachment to the body, then only sleep is possible. We have given attachment to the childhood, therefore the teenage has come. We have given up that also, middle age has come. Now give this also. Oh, this is not good. This should continue. And the ultimate attachment is an illusion. It's nothing like attachment. See, friends, after studying Upanishad, Vedanta, if we hear somebody's news about death, and if that creates an imagination in our mind, यार अपना भी टाइम आने वाला है, then you have heard nothing. Death is an impossibility. Nobody dies. See, friends, Prabhavaha sarva bhavanam satamiti vinishchayaham sarvam janeti pranaschetum shun purusha prathaka. It is true. Sarva bhavanam prabhavaha satamiti vinishchitaha. All the illusions or the appearances are always supported by some substratum. See? Vedanta is incomplete without snake and the rope. So, be attentive. Rope is felt that there is something, but I don't know what it is. When I stepped on that, it was moving. It must be a snake. Thereafter, we go with a torch and a stick, not to see the rope. We go to see the snake. And when we discover it is not a snake, will we continue our investigation? It's okay, it is a rope. But where the snake has gone? Think. Exactly the same way. Satam sarva prabhava sarva bhavanam satam iti vinishchataha. When we perceive something, then only the question comes. When you do not know, the question will not come. See? What it is, no problem. So, prabhava sarva bhavanam satamiti vinishchayah sarvam janeti pranaha chetonshun purusha prathaka. So, This prana, the life force, is creating all illusions. But the substratum is untouched by any one of them. Therefore, Upanishad and our Vedanta tells, look at the world with proper understanding. And what is the understanding? All that appears need not be the truth. When you want to discover the truth, start analysis. Colors and forms, are they real? Or the vision because of which colors and forms are established, that is real? When there is no vision, colors and forms do not exist. But when there are no colors and forms, vision is not lost. See, go within. When the mind, the sense organ is closed, there is no loss to the mind. Mind is the same. When the mind is enfolded, there is no loss to me. I continue to be the same. This undenied eternal presence is mentioned here. This is how we have to recognize that we only bring out and we only absorb. Now, after having said this world as an appearance which doesn't exist but which appears, and once we come to know this, like when we are out of the dream, we do not investigate it, where the money from the dream has gone. I wish I could smuggle it in the waking. We don't. Exactly the same way. The day we click it, all the achievements and failures of this world, all the friends and enemies, they dissolve. They never exist. See? The best example I found was this. When that girl asked me this question, Swamiji, please tell, after divorce, the girl becomes vidva or continues to be sadhva? Now, what answer can be given? Then I became Gambhirananda. I have studied all the four Vedas. Nowhere a topic of this character is ever found. See? Husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, friend, enemy. Where are they? Nowhere. But they are the one which are making us miserable. Can there be a better fun than this? See? This is one story I had told you about Rana Pratap. There was one Rana Pratap. He used to act very nicely. Did so many programs. And after the drama, maybe 500, 600, every drama is show is over. He will go to the green room, remove everything, and go on a bicycle to his home, getting 150, 200 rupees. One day he came out of the stage, and as usual, the green room fellow, come on, take out, yeah, take out. He became so angry, gave one to that fellow. You are asking Rana Pratap like this thing? He went outside and saw a bus standing there, entered the bus. Bus started. So the conductor asked, पैसा निकाल टिकट. राणा प्रताप को पैसा मांगता है. But the driver saw what is happening. Then the bus went out of the city in a deep forest at night, 2 o'clock. Suddenly the bus stopped. Again Rana Pratap watched. What happened? So the driver said, Chittorgarh. He got down. See? Bus went away. We are that Rana Pratap. Chittorgarh पहुंच जाओ. See, friends, this all our own play. Don't become miserable unnecessarily. Therefore, don't take this world too seriously. And this is the most tragic fun. The so-called spiritual people, Babaji like us, they make your life miserable. See? देखो बेटा ऐसा करो ये पूजा करो and then you give this dakshina. They are interested in dakshina. कितनी दक्षिणा और दे दो. discover your own divine nature. And how do you know you have discovered your divine nature? You are happy. That's it. That doesn't mean you get two horns and like a Onida and get a tail. What realization का ऐसा ही होता है? No. See, friends, आनंदादेव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते आनंदेन जातानि जीवन्ति. God has expressed this world as the joy of His creation, not miseries. Now, after having said this, now there are many theories of creation. विभूतिं प्रसवं त्वन्ने मन्यन्ते सृष्टिचिन्तकाः स्वप्नमाया स्वरूपेति सृष्टि अन्ये विकल्पिता. Now, some of these people who are thinking about the world, they think that this world is the glory of Bhagavan. Srishti Chintaka. I'll tell you one simple thing. Don't think about the world. This world has always been like this. See? Corona. Now this Ukraine. It's always been like this thing. There is nothing new in this world. See? Listen here and good. Now let's have a cup of tea. Don't carry that burden. Oh, no, what will happen to Ukraine? Where are you? I'm in the toilet. Sit there only. Useless. Unwanted involvement in this world. Don't get carried too much. Similarly, the whole kind of, the corruption that goes on. It has been going on. If you can do, you also do. Relax. Otherwise, your life will become miserable. So, vibhutim prasavantvanne manyante srishti chintakaha swapna maya sarupeti srishti annehi vikalpita. And other people say, no, this world is nothing but a dream and creation of the Maya. There are some people, इच्छा मात्रम प्रभो सृष्टि इति सृष्टो विनिश्चिताः कालात् प्रसूतिं भूतानां मन्यन्ते कालचिन्तकाः. Some of them say that this is only the will of the God that the world has happened. He willed and the world is created. This is how some people think about creation. Some of them say, Kalat prasutim bhutanam. Oh, it is the wheel of time because of which all the world is born, created. This is how the Kala Chintakaha, those who give undue importance to the principle of time, they keep on saying. Now, still there are others. They say, Bhogartham Srishti iti anne क्रीडार्थम चापरे इति चापरे दैवस्यैव स्वभावोऽयम् आप्तकामस्य का स्पृहा. Now some of them say bhogartham srishti iti anne. See, God has created this world for enjoyment. Enjoy. Flowers are there to smell and throw them. See, the food is there, eat and destroy it. This is how the world is meant for us to enjoy. Kridartham iti anne. Other people say, no, this is Bhagwan's Leela going on. The third one, Devasesha Swabhavoyam. No, this is God's nature. He creates the world only to trouble us. So many views about the creation. Now here, the right vision is Aptakamasya Kaspruha. He who is fulfilled, Yastvatmartireva Syat, Atmatruptasya Manavaha, Atmannevacha Santushtaha, Tasya Karyam Navidyate. He who has discovered fulfillment in life, why will he desire? Aptakamasya Kaspruha. See. Therefore, don't get lost in how the world is created. One principle I'll tell you. See, take for example 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. One topic is creation. Urdamoolamada shakam ashwastham prahuravayam. Second topic is sadhana. Nirmana moha jitasanga dosha. Third topic is the jiva. Mamai vansho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Fourth topic is Ishvara. Yadaditya tejaha jagad bhasayate khilam. And the ultimate topic is the spiritual realization. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya nagha etad buddhva buddhiman sat krita kritasya bharata. These are the 5 topics spoken of in 15th chapter. Now, first topic was world, what we are discussing. Srishti Chintaka. After having given exhaustive description about the world, Urta Mula Mada Shakam, etc., then in the third verse, Bhagavan punctures that balloon of creation. Narupamasya tathopalabhyate. All that I had discussed, described, don't try to see the tree with the Shirshasana. You will not see anywhere. When you start inquiring. See? Narupamasya tathopalabhyate. Nanto na chadir natasam pratishta. There is no beginning, there is no middle, there is no end. See? Then what is to be done with this world which is troubling us? Asanga shastrine drudena chitva. Remain absolutely uninvolved in this world. How? By knowing the fact attachment is an illusion. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Firm detachment. Firm detachment doesn't mean you have become absolutely dry. No words of love or compassion come. No, that is not the meaning. Then how to do that? Karnataka. See? Like many people write us. So I also write, me too. See? Swamiji, we are missing you. Me too. Do you think I miss anybody? But how does it matter? That fool is happy. It's very good. Come on. You relax. This is how Karnataka. The day you start playing natak, drama, you understood the whole spiritual life. And this is what is demonstrated by these two great, Rama and Krishna. Bhagwan Ram only told in the forest to Sita ji, hide your original form in the element fire and take out a Xerox copy, we'll come back. So he knew the Sita was following him after leaving the Chitrakoot was not the real one. He knew it. Sitaji also knew it. Lakshmanji didn't know. And therefore, the whole drama was carried, and how Rama was crying, Sita, Sita, where are you? Without you, I cannot live. See? Crocodile tears. See? And after, then, again, she has to do Agni Pariksha. Means what? Now burn the Xerox and take out the original. What a great drama. Bhagavan Krishna married to 16,108. Try with one. And yet he was happy. You can be happy only if you don't take life seriously. Anything you take seriously, you can never be happy. Don't take God seriously. He will make you miserable. Whatever you give importance to in this world, that becomes the cause of your misery. Anything. I tell you my cause of misery. Dirtiness. It really upsets me. I have now reduced. I improved. Now I can tolerate dirtiness to a great extent. Otherwise, I was so obsessed with that. And then that used to make me miserable. Once I was in Hyderabad, in somebody's house. Very educated, both of them doctors, both brothers, and good family. And then gave me a room and a nice cot. And the bedsheet was so dirty, they must have wiped the whole room clean and put it on that. So dirty. And they were comfortable. Swamiji, you can sleep here. Is it okay? Is it okay? Tomorrow? See, friends, anything you give importance to punctuality. Somebody or the other will always come late to tease you. Ab main aaya kya karne? Anything you give importance to God, He will be after you. Mil gaya bakra, karo pareshan. Relax. And therefore, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. See? Don't get carried away. Oh, if you die on Ekadashi, you'll go to heaven. When you die, you don't know whether it's Ekadashi or Dvadashi. You don't know. See, friends, don't take life seriously at all. Then only you are walking spiritual path. So, apta kamasya kaspruha. There is no desire in him. Therefore, there cannot be desire to create the world. After having finished these three aspects, now we come to the fourth. So, the Vishwa waker, Taijasa dreamer, the Prajna deep sleeper, and now Turiya the fourth one. नान्त प्रज्ञम न बहिष्प्रज्ञम नो भयत प्रज्ञम न प्रज्ञान घनम न प्रज्ञम न अप्रज्ञम अदृष्टम अव्यवहार्यम अग्राह्यम अलक्षणम अचिंत्यम अव्यपदेशम एकात्म प्रत्यय सारम प्रपंचोपशमम शांतम शिवम अद्वैतम चतुर्थम मन्यन्ते स आत्मा स विज्ञेयः. How beautiful it is. Now we have given up these three of them: waker, dreamer, deep sleeper. Now they are superimposed on whom? So it is he, the fourth one. Now be attentive. Grammar wise, language translation wise, it is called as fourth. Fourth because we are talking about the three first. If you don't talk about the three, it is the one. On this one, because of the three conditioning, it is referred as fourth. But essentially, ekameva dvitiya. This example which I gave you, the son, husband and father, they are superimposed on one man. The man is the Chaturtha, he is the Turiya. Now, who is that Paramatma? Sa Atma Vidneyaha, Na Anta Prajnaha. There are no worries about good or bad dreams, no Anta Prajnaha, no worries about the thoughts. See? The other day, I was in some military establishment in Arunachal Pradesh. There, one doctor and some brigadier, they were sitting. The same questions. So many thoughts, so many we get disgusted. How to stop that? I said, you are all spiritual, Suru ho jao. Liquid spirituality, you get free. No, that doesn't help. I don't know what to do. I said, I got only one answer to all your problems. Think properly. Instead of complaining about the mind, start inquiring to whom the thoughts are coming. Then you will come to know thoughts require a seed. And then only from the seed, the thoughts can sprout. Thoughts come to mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, friend, enemy, rich, poor, healthy, unhealthy. To somebody only the thoughts come. In the deep sleep, there is nobody, no thoughts, but we are still there. When this deep sleep experience can be carried in the waking and the dream, we have reached the Turiya. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्याम जागृति संयमी यस्याम जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. Now in this, what sadhana will you do? Nothing. You are that, that's it. You don't have to do sadhana. I am man, I am man, I am not husband, I am not, I am man. No need. See? So, when you are in front of your wife, if she is talking, you should keep quiet. If she is quiet, you should not talk. You have learned whole Vedanta. It can't be simpler than this. Therefore, Narad ji says in Bhakti Sutra, Vado na avalambyaha. Do not take refuge in arguments. See? All kinds of questions, all kinds of foolishness. Somebody said, one child, Swamiji, why this bridegroom rides on the horse and comes to the wedding, why doesn't he ride a donkey? I said, one donkey cannot ride another donkey. See? Will any wise man get married? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.